What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, guys, hit that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Well, guys, we got less than 50 days left in 2025, and we'll be in 2026, man. And I just sort of want to make sure we finish on a strong note. Now, of course, you guys know I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please go out and do your own research before you make any investment decisions. I'm just a guy who has been doing this for 30 years, and I like to share what my strategies are to build my wealth, and I appreciate you guys that have been receptive to that. But of course, do your own research and make sure you make your own independent financial decisions. But for me, I believe we are getting ready to get back on a hot streak. If you were paying attention to the market on Friday, there were some things that happened that I believe breathed a breath of fresh air into the market. And I think we got a little bit of Friday rally, which in my opinion lets me know things are getting ready to do something. Now I'm hoping that do something is a rip. That's what I'm hoping. Because we've definitely had, the last 2 weeks have been a nice dip. But I think the market is poised to go higher. Obviously, we've had the Magnificent Seven top companies in the world report earnings, with the exception of NVIDIA. NVIDIA will be reporting on November 19th. But the rest of the Mag 7 has reported, and they've done extremely well. So I'm hoping that will energize the market. Now, of course, you still got a strong headwind, which is the government shutdown. I think we're going on day, 40, 41. Longest shutdown in history, or at least modern history. And it doesn't look like there's any end to it anytime soon, which certainly is a strong headwind for the market going higher, because investors like certainty. They like clarity. And when you have an uncertain, time frame when the government's going to reopen, investors are spooked by that. They don't like that uncertainty. So I'm hoping this week or the coming week, we get some type of clarification or guidance from our politicians who are in control of the Senate. Because I believe Congress, House of Representatives, have already voted on it. And of course, it's in the Senate right now. At least that's what I've been reading. Could be wrong on that, so go fact check it. But I think the Senate, it's in their hands. And right now, obviously, there are a certain number of Republicans who agree with the Democrats. They believe that certain things should happen with the affordable care subsidies. They believe those should be kept the same, kick the can down the road. But unfortunately, the rest of the GOP don't believe that, right? They're saying, hey, go ahead and do the continuing resolution on what we already currently got, and then we'll talk about that once we get the government open. Democrats are saying, nah, we ain't falling for that trick again. We're not going to fall for that trick. No, if you want us to vote to open this thing back up, you need to go ahead and give us what we're asking for, which is a continuation of the Obamacare or Affordable Care Act subsidies, because there are going to be a lot of people that potentially could lose their insurance, or not lose their insurance, but the premium will go up. Which, just like losing your insurance, because you got a sky-high premium that you can't afford to pay, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. If you can't afford the premium, you get your insurance canceled, because there's no insurance company out there that's going to, give you a pass on that. These insurance companies are in business to make money. They don't care anything about us. All they want is their monthly payment. They don't care anything about us, and you guys know that. if you've been paying attention. So that's what right now is really keeping the government closed, guys, is, the Democrats want a continuation of the Obamacare subsidies. And according to the GOP, they do not want to continue that subsidy because they think it's waste and abuse and fraud attached to those subsidies. So we got to see, man. But I know the market is not liking it. And I think that was one of the factors that contributed to the dip. Just that government shutdown uncertainty, right? And then, of course, the other thing that has contributed to the dip is investors starting to think that the, large companies like the mega caps, the hyperscalers, these artificial intelligence companies are overpriced in their valuations of their business. Stock price is overpriced. So a lot of them just felt like, something, we've had a good year. Let's go ahead and take some profits. And, with all this uncertainty about the government shutdown. But again, guys, I keep telling y'all, in my opinion, man, this is nothing more than propaganda. 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, when, they were running Palantir up, they were running NVIDIA up, they were running up AMD, they were running up everything. Nobody had a problem with the company valuations. Now, all of a sudden, we got a problem with valuations. And that's just a smoke screen for we're going to take profits. We done ran this thing up on y'all. We're going to take profits. And then we're going to drive the prices back down, rebuy them again, and then run it up again before year end. I think that's what you get. Now, again, that's my personal opinion. That does not mean that is exactly what's happening. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. You'll go out and do your own homework and come up with your own conclusion. But I think the 1% are just using this as an opportunity to go ahead and run this thing down again so they can run it back up before year end. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think on Friday, that's what we saw. We saw things starting to tick up again. And so in my opinion, that's what you've been seeing. So don't be surprised next week, guys, if y'all see the start of a bit of a rally starting on Monday. Don't be surprised if you see a slight rally. I'm not going to be surprised, but I'm in position and looking to finish out the year strong. And I hope you guys are looking to finish out the year strong as well. Drop me some comments and let me know what you think about the government shutdown. When is this thing going to open back up? And what do you think about this rally? Do you think we're going to get this rally that we normally get over the last 2 years, this year-end rally, this holiday Christmas rally? Do y'all think we're going to get it? Drop it down in the comment box. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. Moo is going to give you some NVIDIA stock when you open up a new Moo brokerage account and make a deposit. All you got to do is get down to the first link in the description box. That's the Moo brokerage link. Click on it and get all the details on how you can get some NVIDIA stock. Don't delay, act today. Second link down in the description box is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. Guys, all we do in that community is help each other build wealth, get to financial freedom and passive income. If you want to be a part of our team, all you got to do is click on that second link. It'll take you over to Patreon, and then come sign up for the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We'll call the Wealth Builders.